Alright, so hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. Today, you know how much I love playing this game. Man, if you watch my previous stream later, you will notice that I was really in a bad frame of mind. Call it, but like, you're just overwhelmed with negative thoughts and overwhelmed with negative feelings, and all of a sudden you feel like absolute shit, you know what I mean? So that really fucked me up. Is this it? Maybe not. So yeah, that really fucked me up that night. And to be honest with you, I do know what caused it. I don't know if I should say it or not, because it's actually a bit personal. And, you know, I love you boys more than anything, but, you know, maybe sometimes there are certain things that I can't say, right? But, you know, it's more along the lines of, you know, one of the things that actually led me to have, man, I can't believe I'm going into a deep conversation about this, but whatever. You know, one of the things that led me to my depression was that I always considered myself, you know, a fuck up. And I always thought about that as myself, you know, especially when, you know, I've lived as comfortable as a life as I have. Oh shit, am I gonna die? Where the fuck am I? Oh shit. Alright, let's get up there. Yeah, I've lived a very, very comfortable life, and at times I felt like I didn't deserve it. At times I felt like, you know, why me? You know, why do I get to grow up in this sort of privilege? And, you know, I have been, I don't want to say bullied, but you guys know how it is between me and a certain person when it comes to, you know, we all know who I'm talking. I hope we all know who I'm talking about. But there was, you know, I'm just gonna restart this. Oh hell no, because yeah. So yeah, there was one person that used to always tell me that, not necessarily that yeah, he would actually, let's be honest. He would tell me that I was a fuck up, and it was a daily thing. It got less as time went on, you know, especially when I hit my late teens and stuff, but by then, I already felt like that, you know, I'm nobody, I'm not good at anything, and whatever. So if I ever make a mistake that could be extremely innocent, right, and like can possibly get resolved fairly easily, it will turn into a monumental depressive episode that ends up, I wouldn't like crippling me, or like, you know, just, you know, it's like fuck ups are like, you know, whenever I do fuck up, it's always, it shouldn't always be the end of the world. Like I always think, I'm actually fairly solutions orientated. I don't think, you know, oh, that's it, you know, I fucked up, that's it, it's the end of the world. You know, I always try and figure a way out. But last night was done in a way in which I couldn't fix it, and I'd have to wait until morning. So that kind of anticipation, that kind of, what's the word? Like, just the fact that I have to wait until morning. You get. I'll go into something that one of my therapists described as cognitive dissonance or cognitive distortion or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. And it's basically like, doing mental gymnastics around everything that could happen, every bad thing that can happen from here to fucking eternity because of one little error. And the reality was obviously that it wasn't that big of a deal that I made it. Um, but I made it a bigger deal than I should have. And I kind of wish I didn't, obviously. But, I've actually, I'd like to think that I've come a long way from my mental health struggles. Because I know for a fact that I have. But sometimes when they creep up, they come around and they're unrelenting. They shackle you. When it does shackle you, you think to yourself, "There's no way out. None. There is no." Oh, look at that. Thank God! I thought he was almost glitched into the game, frozen. So yeah, I really felt like there was no way out, and um, that I couldn't solve it. So yeah, that was last time. If I really did say, I know what I sound like when I'm depressed. I suck. I sound like I'm mopey and fucking. I wouldn't. Oh, why would I? Why would you leave that? Why would you try and open that? Like, why would you make that an option if nothing's gonna be there? I wouldn't want to be around me when I'm depressed. Which is why I fucking hate it.
Damn it, spores.
When all the mental health places, they say, if you ever feel bad, you should talk to someone. Motherfucker, when you're in this situation, you don't want to talk to anybody.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, I think I'm going to be doing a boss battle now. Yeah, so when you're in that situation, you really don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to, meet with anybody. Maybe that's the point, I don't know. Hold on, I guess I'd be wasting a rag with a knife yeah. I'll come back for it. Although I could. Yeah, go on, why not? There we go. Okay. It really doesn't. But at the same time, I understand, like, there aren't really much else solutions for shit like that. So in a way, I get it, but at the same time, I still hate it when they say it, especially for those that, you know, and I don't want to come off as a dick when I speak, honestly. But these thoughts are honest. Um, me. Well, I don't know, but like, I try not to bullshit with you guys. You're my best buds. Right, looks like I can actually do a lot of scavenging here, so that's gonna be fun. Well, I know that there's gonna be a boss battle here soon. Spoiler alert. But yeah, you know, in a way, I actually kind of appreciate my sister because she always, whenever I'm down in the dumps and she notices, she always asks me like, how can she help, or you know, she tries to understand where I'm coming from more rather than just try and be an alpha and give solutions, which is what a lot of people think that that's what, you know, a lot of people sometimes use. Oh shit, is this it? A lot of people sometimes use other people's, you know, what do you call it? Affliction to act like an alpha. You know, like, I'll give you advice, I will take care of you. This is how to do it. When in reality, they're probably just as thingy themselves, you know. Usually when... Oh, hello.
I hate these things.
Mm-hmm. Is there another brick anywhere? What is going on? Where was that? Oh, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Guys, what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh. Oh yeah. Man, I'm getting brain farts. And you're done. Oh, there's more. There we go. Jeez. Right. So, am I still on? Yes, I am. Alright. So, yeah. That's where I feel like I'm at now. So, yeah, a bunch of people, they like to talk about to vent, that sort of a thing. So in a way, maybe talking to someone, yeah, okay, it does help, but not in the way that people think it works. They need just an ear, someone just to listen, someone just to acknowledge, like, yeah, I know what you're going through. Fucking sucks right now. You know? And that's all. That's all that really is needed at a time like that. Like, I don't want to say like depression is easy to understand. It's not, or easy to treat, rather. It's not. It's fucking hard as shit. But what I will say is that, you know, the solutions are not very complicated from others. All they need to do is just listen. If, they give them, if you can give them the opportunity. Jeez, sorry guys. I really did not think I would be going into a whole fucking, therapy session here. Don't worry, I'm focused on this fucking game more than anything. Don't worry about that. My question is though, what do I do? Do I go to this keycard place first? Oh, there's no power. Okay, fine. Then I can. Then I know what I need to do. I thought I could avoid it and wait for it, but I guess I can't. Boss battle. But yeah, so that was about yesterday, and I'm sorry about that. Um, today was a better day. Well, that was not yesterday. That was the day before, the day I streamed. Today's a better day. Yesterday was a better day. Let's just hope it continues to stay that way. There he is.
Damn it.
Jeez, a fucking bloater as well. Oh no. I'm gonna die. Right, now, what I'm gonna do before I start this, let's set some traps. Alright, let's see what happens.
God damn it.
Nice. That's it. Right. Where are we? Did I loot these areas? Maybe I did earlier. I don't remember. Let's move on. Oh man.
Made it. So much for that. I gotta find Ellie.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta find her, but before that, maybe it's time to loot some more. In a sec. Anything else? Nah. 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 No. Yeah. Let's see. 280. Okay, that's a lot. Fuck it. Yeah, this one. Nah. Nah. No. Nah. I'll save it for power when I upgrade it. Where are you?
Down! Finish it! I got it! Nicely done. You bit? Not today. You? Not today. All right. Spread out. Make sure we didn't miss any more of these fuckers.
Did that include me, bitch? He's just standing there. Okay. Well, I kind of fucked that up, but yeah, whatever. Because you start back from where you came from, it doesn't really give you that much incentive to heal. There's, well, I don't know, I could be wrong. Imagine if there's much more left of this level or not. Dude, the dead body's right in front of you. Alright, I guess. But actually, yeah, I'm done. Okay, let's keep moving. Man, seriously, I don't know what it is about this game that makes it so replayable for me. But really does stop me from wanting to play free many fucking times. Oh, what happened to my connection quality? Hold on, I'm gonna pause for just a sec. I want to see what's going on here. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this shit.